This is my temporary rock garden. I've recently just installed this bamboo fencing because I want to cover that shed. It's alright, but still it's quite unpleasant to look at. So I decided to cover it with this bamboo fencing. So what they are is they've got holes drilled on the side, and it's got wires running through each and every bamboo, and the holes are evenly spread out through the bamboo. So there's one there, that's the second one, and the third one here. I'm gonna go around on the other side, so that's the one in the bottom. And what I've done is just so there's not much contact in the ground, but because I have some pebbles in there, so I've compacted them with pebbles. And because you have the wire going through each and every single one of the bamboo, that actually got some bend on it, so you can actually bend this and shape it to the form that you want, actually stand up independently on its own. So since I have a corner here, that alone has helped the bamboo to stand up. I don't need for anything, and also put these pots here so that way you'll have less chance of falling over because the pots will actually be supporting the bamboo. And of course I packed it in with pebbles, and so in here you can actually see the pebbles better there. So, and plus there's actually no contact on the shed. You can see I'm pushing it, so there's still a gap there. And this bamboo here that you can see is one that I made up, add on to this main one that's got holes in it. And this one are just strips of bamboo that I bought separately, for I don't really want to buy another piece of this because they are quite expensive. I think they're $80 for one. That's 1.8 by 1.5 meters, and I only need 3. And this bamboo as well, I want to put that later on for the barbecue area there to screen off my clothesline where I've got shelves with rocks again, of course. So as you can see, it's covering up the shed nicely. And this bamboo that I've added on, I'm just leaving them in that color, and I was trying to match them with the other side, but since it's only a temporary one, I don't really want to waste my time doing that. That's good enough for now. And what I've done is I just added on, wrap up some wire through them instead of drilling them one by one, because I don't want to waste this bamboo as well, because I need them for staking in my garden later on. And on the opposite side here, so that one is just standing there. As you can see, it's still moving because I still need to get another 10 pieces of this bamboo, this lighter colored one. I still need to extend that across to this side. So that's my bamboo there, and they come in a pack of 10, and they're quite inexpensive. And also I've got a tie wire, and of course I've got the first one that I've marked here, and I've laid them alternating from a thick to thin. So first I'm just going to cut a piece of wire, well actually 4 pieces of wire, so I'm just going to roughly do the length, just get over and then fold that in half and then cut it. So I'm going to start with the first one. So I'm going to put the wire on my mark, got it there, cross it over and twist. I got one, and then I'll put the shorter one, making sure they're all level. I'd advise you wear gloves when you do this, but I can't work with gloves, so I'm going barehanded. And I'm going to take another wire and I'll put it on the second line, just making sure the other end are still all level. So do the same thing. It's hard to start first, but once you've got a couple of them going, it's quite easy. So take the second bamboo. And so it's up to you how tight you want it to go, but for me it's not really that critical, so there's one. And the fourth one. And this one is actually shorter, but it doesn't matter because that's in the bottom, you're not going to see that. But I just make sure that they lined up on the top because that's the part you're going to see. So now I've got my 4 wires on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now I'm going to continue putting my bamboo through. Much easier if you do it one at a time instead of trying to put them all in on the first ones. So now I've finished it. This is the top, and if you just pack that in, and then you can level it up. You can just move it across, down, just to line it up. And so now I'm going to install it. So the ends, I just secure them, and that one, I just flip that over. So always cut your wires a bit longer, and then this one, I'm just going to twist them up and fold it. Also the other end, we'll just tuck that in at the back, and we'll install this. We're going to need another pack which comes in 10. So now I've taken off my other add-on bamboo fence on the other side. That's still a bit short, and if you can see, that's how much that's in the ground. So I went and bought another pack. So it's 6 foot, approximately 1.8 meters, and there's 10 of them. So now I'm gonna add this on to the other short one. So now I'm gonna get my wire. I'm gonna go and there, and again, cut more than what you need. So I'm gonna double it up, cut more in the first place. So I got 1 ready, 2, 3, and that's the 4th one. While we're ready here, this is the 3rd one from the top. I might as well start from here, so I'm just going to add this on. Okay, and join them up. Now I'm going to add on my bamboo, and again I'm going to pick a smaller one because I've got a bigger one here. And so now I'm just going to check this against my fence to see if I had enough. And the bricks are a little bit short. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to tuck that into the first one there and just straighten them out. And so now I'm just going to fill up the back. I've got a concrete slab like I have here where you can put them against. Then what you can do also is get one of these stakes, and that's supposed to hold them, and it's got the plastic top there, and then that sort of just locks in. So I've taken this off from my watering system, and of course I don't throw anything away, so I recycle them, and then it's got a little ledge or an edge there. So find a gap on the bamboo, like this one here. I've got nice gap so my fingers can actually go through there. And I'm just gonna put that there and hammer it in. Until it grabs hold of the wire. There you go. And I'm just gonna do another one over there as well, find a gap. And also you can do one in the center on the front, or whichever the case may be. Or I could also drill a hole through the post here and feed the wire through. and that will secure them as well. So now I've got one at the front and two at the back, and that is holding it steady or keeping it upright. But even the pebbles alone, once you hammered it into the ground, then that should hold it as well. And so now my bamboo fence is finished, and doesn't that look fantastic? And days like this, it's just beautiful to sit in the garden and enjoy my rock wall, and also a nice hot cup of tea.